Hello, dear friends, and welcome back to Wise Elders Insight. Let me begin with a gentle question. When you walk into your home at the end of the day, how does it make you feel? Is it a place that soothes you, that wraps you in comfort? Or is it a place that feels heavy, maybe even stressful, like the mess or the clutter just keeps piling up, no matter how hard you try? If that sounds familiar, please know you are not alone. Many of us, especially as we grow older, begin to crave a home that brings peace, not pressure. And the good news is, it is not about buying more things or making drastic changes. It is about shifting how we see our space and how we care for it, with small, meaningful steps. Today, I want to invite you to take a peaceful journey with me through the wisdom of Japanese living. You may already know that in Japan, even small homes feel calm, organized, and welcoming. But what is the secret? The truth is, there are 15 simple yet powerful principles from Japanese culture that can gently transform your home and your life. These are not tips about decorating or cleaning harder. They are gentle philosophies passed down through generations that honor the home as a sacred space. So if you have ever wished for a home that feels lighter, calmer, and more like a true reflection of who you are, stay with me. By the end of this video, you will not only see your home differently, you may begin to see yourself differently too. So settle in, make yourself comfortable, and let us begin this journey together. The soul of a home. Secrets 1 through 5. Let us begin this gentle journey together by exploring the first 5 Japanese principles that can bring more peace, balance, and comfort into your home. These ideas are not about making your home look like a magazine cover. They are about helping your space feel more like a true reflection of who you are and what you need most at this stage in life. So take a deep breath and let us begin. The first principle is called usuji. This is a traditional Japanese ritual of deep cleaning, usually done at the end of the year. But here is what makes it different. It is not just about wiping surfaces or scrubbing floors. It is about renewal. Usuji is rooted in the belief that when we clean with presence and intention, we are not just clearing dust. We are refreshing the very energy of the home. Think about how often we clean while distracted. The television is on, the phone is ringing, and we are rushing through it just to get to the next task. Usuji invites us to slow down. You might choose one room. You open the windows, light a candle, or prepare a warm cup of tea, and begin. You clean as if you are tending to something sacred. You reach into the forgotten corners. You notice the way light moves across the floor. And when you are finished, you pause and simply breathe. You feel it, do you not? The energy shifts. You reconnect with your home. And because your care was intentional, that freshness lasts longer. The space holds it. Now let us talk about the second principle, danshari. This word means to refuse, to discard, and to separate. It is the practice of gentle detachment from what no longer serves you. Most of us have accumulated so many things over the years. Gifts we never used, clothes we never wore, papers we meant to sort, and often it feels easier to just close the drawer or push things into the closet. But every time we do, we carry a bit more weight. Danshari invites us to let go, not in a harsh or hurried way, but in a thoughtful and respectful way. You might begin with a single drawer. Pick up each item and ask, does this still serve me? Do I still love this? Is it part of the life I want to live now? If not, thank it. Yes, really. And let it go. You can keep a small basket in the hallway or near the door. As the week goes on, drop things in. At the end of the month, you donate or discard. This is not about minimalism. It is about clarity. And the space you create is not just on your shelves. It is in your mind, your heart, and your daily life. The third principle is one of the simplest and most transformative. It is called tateku. which means vertical organization. In most homes, we stack things, plates on top of plates, shirts on top of shirts. But the Japanese approach is different. Instead of stacking, they stand things upright, like books on a shelf. When you open a drawer and see every shirt or towel standing neatly in a row, you feel calmer. Why? Because you can see everything. Nothing is hidden. Nothing gets forgotten at the bottom. Try this in one drawer. Fold your clothes into rectangles and place them upright. You can use small boxes or dividers to keep them steady. Do the same with utensils in your kitchen. With art supplies. With medicines. This one small change brings ease to your daily routine. You find what you need quickly. You feel more in control. And maintaining the order becomes easier because the system makes sense. Now let us explore the fourth principle, something truly beautiful. It is called Ma. Ma means space. More specifically, it means the value of empty space. In the West, we are often told that more is better. More decorations, more furniture, more things. But Ma reminds us that space itself is sacred. It gives the eye somewhere to rest. It gives the heart room to breathe. Have you ever cleaned a room and still felt overwhelmed? It might be because the room is still visually full. Every surface crowded, every wall covered. Ma invites us to do less, not more. Take one shelf and leave part of it empty. Let that emptiness be enough. Instead of filling the hallway wall with pictures, let it be quiet. You do not have to remove all personality from your home. But when you give your rooms pauses, just like in a conversation, they speak more clearly. Your home becomes more than a storage space. It becomes a sanctuary. And finally, the fifth principle, one of my personal favorites. It is called Ichigo Ichie. Translated loosely, it means one moment, one life. The idea is that each moment is unique and will never happen in the same way again. So why wait? We say we will put away the laundry later. We will sort the mail tomorrow. But those small tasks, left undone, build up and weigh us down. Ichigo Ichii teaches that if something takes less than 1 minute, just do it now. It is not about rushing. It is about honoring the now. Fold the blanket after your nap. Rinse the cup as soon as you finish your tea. Hang the jacket instead of tossing it over the chair. These are small actions, but when repeated with presence and consistency, they create a rhythm that makes your home feel cared for. And more than that, they create a sense of inner peace, because your home begins to reflect your love, not your fatigue. So here we are, dear friends. We have taken the first few steps on this path together. 5 Japanese principles, each one gentle, simple, and deeply powerful. First, we learned about usuji, the ritual of renewing your space through meaningful cleaning. Then, danshari, the freedom that comes from letting go of what no longer serves you. Next, we explored tateku, the art of organizing things so they stand tall, visible, and useful. Then came Ma, the quiet power of emptiness. And finally, Ichigo Ichie, the gift of honoring each moment as a chance to care, even in the smallest ways. You do not need to do everything at once. You do not need to be perfect. You simply begin. One drawer, one corner, one breath. And little by little, your home begins to change, not just on the outside, but in the way it feels, the way it holds you, the way it welcomes you back. Home as a reflection of heart. Secrets 6 through 10. As we continue this peaceful journey, I want to invite you to reflect on this simple truth. The home is not just a place to live, it is a mirror. It reflects how we feel, how we care, and how we move through life. And the more love and presence we bring to it, the more it returns that love to us. These next 5 Japanese principles are not just about organizing your space. They are about bringing your whole heart into it. Let us begin with the sixth principle. It is called kano. This word translates to intentional simplicity. It is the idea that having fewer things, when chosen with care, can actually bring more comfort, more clarity, and even more beauty into your home. We often confuse decoration with joy. We add more pillows, more pictures, more little items on every surface. But sometimes, more just becomes noise. Kano invites us to pause and ask, what truly matters here? Walk through your home as if you are seeing it for the first time. That corner table filled with trinkets. How many of them do you still love? That busy kitchen counter? Are all those appliances in daily use? Begin slowly. Clear just one area and leave only what is beautiful or necessary. What remains will shine more brightly, and your space will breathe again. This kind of simplicity does not take anything away from your home. It allows the most important things to stand out. Now let us turn to the seventh principle, called otagai-sama. It means mutual support, or simply put, we're in this together. In many households, especially in earlier generations, one person, often the wife or mother, carried the full burden of keeping the home clean and running. But otagai-sama teaches that a home is a shared responsibility. It is a living space for everyone, and everyone can take part in caring for it. This does not mean making long chore lists or nagging each other. It means inviting cooperation with love. A child can help clear the table. A partner can water the plants or sweep the porch. You might even set aside 10 minutes each week where everyone joins in, tidying, folding, laughing together. Put on music. Make it a small ritual. Even a little shared effort brings not only a cleaner home, but a warmer bond between those who live there. The eighth principle is something truly special. It is called kodo, which means the path of fragrance. In Japanese tradition, scent is not just about making a place smell good. It is about creating atmosphere and emotional memory. Think about how certain smells can transport you. The scent of lavender might remind you of peace. The smell of cinnamon might bring back a holiday memory. Kodo teaches that we can use these gentle aromas to shift the mood of a room. A touch of citrus in the kitchen. A few drops of cedarwood or sandalwood near the front door. You might use essential oils, natural incense, or simply simmer a pot of cloves and orange peel on the stove before guests arrive. The goal is not to cover up odors. It is to add a layer of calm. Your home becomes not just a visual space, but a full sensory experience. And every time you walk through the door, the scent welcomes you in like an old friend. The ninth principle is one that encourages gentle progress. It is called Kaizen no Kukai, which means continuous improvement of space. The idea is simple but powerful. Your home is a living thing. It grows with you. It changes with your needs. And every once in a while, it asks for your attention. Maybe that chair in the corner always collects clutter. Maybe the hallway closet no longer works the way it used to. Kaizen reminds us that we do not need to wait for a big renovation. We can make small changes that create big results. Once a month, take 10 or 15 minutes to walk through your home with fresh eyes. Is there a better way to arrange this space? Can I replace this wobbly basket with something sturdier? Could I move this lamp to brighten a dark spot? These changes do not require money or effort. They require care. And when your home starts to work better for you, your whole life feels just a little easier. And now we come to the 10th principle, perhaps the most important of all. It is called kokoro okomete, which means to do something with your whole heart. This is the thread that ties all the other principles together. You can fold a towel, sweep a floor, make a bed. But when you do it with love, something shifts. Your home begins to hold that energy. This principle is not about being perfect. It is not about doing more. It is about doing the same tasks, but with presence. When you tidy your space, think of it as an offering to yourself. When you cook a meal, do it as if you are nourishing someone you deeply care about, even if that person is you. In some rural villages of Japan, people still bow gently before they sweep their front steps, as a way of honoring the space. You do not need to do that, of course, but the spirit is beautiful. You might take one deep breath before you begin to clean. You might say a quiet thank you to your home for holding you. These small gestures create something special. Your home begins to feel alive, not just functional, but sacred. So here we are, halfway through our journey. 5 more principles, each one a gentle reminder that your home is not just a place for chores. It is a place for connection, for intention, for love. First, we explored Kano, the beauty of simplicity. Then, Otagai-sama, the strength of shared responsibility. Next came Kodo, the quiet magic of scent. Then, Kaizen no Kukai, the gift of small improvements. And finally, Kokoro o Komete, the soul you bring to every act of care. Take a moment now. Which one of these speaks to you today? Maybe you want to clear a small space on your nightstand. Maybe you will try lighting a natural scent this evening. Or maybe the next time you sweep the floor, you will simply do it with your full heart. That is more than enough. These are not chores. These are love letters. To your home and to yourself. Living lightly, living fully. Secrets 11 through 15. We have already uncovered 10 powerful principles from Japanese wisdom. Each one helps you create a home that not only looks better, but feels better. Calmer, clearer, and more like a sanctuary. Now, in these final 5 secrets, we will focus on presence, preservation, and peace. These ideas are especially close to the heart because they remind us to slow down, appreciate what we already have, and truly live in the space we call home. Let us begin with the 11th principle. It is called mottainai. This beautiful word translates to something like, what a waste, but it carries a much deeper meaning. Mottainai is about respect for the things you own, for the materials they are made from, and for the energy it took to bring them into your life. In many homes, when something breaks or wears out, we throw it away without much thought. But mottainai encourages us to pause. That cracked bowl? Maybe it can become a planter. That worn sweater? Maybe it can be repurposed into a soft cloth for cleaning. More than anything, mottainai invites us to take good care of what we already have. Polish your shoes, wash your curtains, mend the hem, not because you must, but because these things have served you, and they deserve care in return. When we stop constantly chasing something new, we begin to see the quiet beauty in what is already around us. Our home becomes a space of gratitude, not just consumption. Now let us look down, literally, with the 12th principle called Ashimoto. This word means under the feet, and it refers to everything we step on but rarely pay attention to, the floors. In Japanese homes, it is common to remove shoes at the entrance, both as a sign of respect and a way to keep the home clean. Floors are considered sacred in a quiet way. They carry the weight of our daily lives. They support us. And yet, they are often the last thing we truly clean with intention. Ashimoto teaches us to care for the floors regularly and mindfully. Clean the corners, behind the furniture, and along the baseboards. Choose natural, gentle cleaning solutions with soft aromas. You might even try adding a few drops of essential oil to your mop water to make the space feel fresh and warm. A clean, well-cared-for floor changes everything. Even if the rest of your home is not perfect, clean floors give the whole space a feeling of order and calm. And on a deeper level, they remind us to stay grounded, to walk with care and presence. The 13th principle is called Teinei Seikatsu. It means living with care, or living delicately. This is not about walking on eggshells or being overly cautious. It is about moving through life slowly enough to notice its details. Many of us rush through the day without even realizing it. We eat standing up. We multitask while cleaning. We do one thing while thinking about the next. But Tine Seikatsu invites us to do less and to do it better. When you make your bed, smooth the covers with both hands. When you pour tea, notice the warmth of the cup in your fingers. Light a candle when you sit down to read. These are not luxuries. They are small acts of grace that change the way we experience daily life. Living with care reminds us that every day matters, not just the big ones. And when we live that way, our homes begin to carry that softness too. Now, the 14th principle is about being smart with what you have. It is called shikata, which means the way of doing something. In the home, it refers to using your space wisely. This is especially helpful if you live in a small home or if storage has become a challenge. In Japan, no corner is wasted. The space under the bed becomes storage. The back of the door holds hanging organizers. Shelves go up the wall instead of across the floor. But shikata is not just about cramming more into less. It is about being thoughtful. Place what you use often within easy reach. Store seasonal items up high or out of sight. Use transparent containers so you can see what is inside. Ask yourself, does this layout support the life I want to live? If not, rearrange, adjust, innovate. The goal is not a perfect home. It is a functional one. And when your home begins to flow better, your days do too. And now we come to the 15th and final principle. It is called Ichigo Ichi. You may remember this phrase from earlier, but it is worth repeating in a deeper way. It means one time, one meeting. It is the idea that this moment, right now, is once in a lifetime. It will never come again in quite the same way. We often say we will enjoy our home later, when the cleaning is done, when the renovations are finished, when we have more time. But Ichigo Ichi reminds us that now is all we truly have. Set the table beautifully, even if you are dining alone. Fold your laundry while listening to a favorite song. Sit in your favorite chair and simply breathe. Do not wait for a perfect home to start enjoying your life in it. The home is not meant to be a project that is never finished. It is a living space meant to be lived in. And when you treat each moment as precious, your home becomes a treasure too. So here we are, dear friends. 15 timeless principles from Japanese tradition, each one offering a path to a more peaceful, more intentional home. Let us take a moment to review what we have discovered. We began with the ritual of deep cleaning and renewal. Then we learned to let go of what no longer serves us. We organized with intention, gave value to space, and honored each moment. We brought beauty through simplicity, built connection through shared care, added soul with scent, and made gentle improvements over time. We offered our hearts to each task. We respected what we already own. We cared for what supports us. We lived more slowly. We used our space wisely. And at every step, we remembered, this moment, this breath, this home is a gift. You do not have to do all 15 today. In fact, you do not have to do all 15 at all. Just begin with one drawer, one corner, one change in how you move through your day. That is more than enough. Because the smallest shift in how we care for our space can lead to a powerful transformation in how we care for ourselves. Thank you for spending this time with me. Thank you for caring, for your space, for your well-being, and for the beautiful life you are still unfolding every single day. Until next time, take gentle care of your home and of your heart. This is Elders Insight, where wisdom finds a home.